Iran, and other presidents lived with it. I didn't live with it. And so our people are doing a great job. Again, the greatest military anyone's seen. Thank you. Thank you very much. And yesterday, my administration announced decisive action to help keep down the oil prices, including offering political risk insurance for
I wish I
tankers
knew what you were saying, but I don't speak that
transiting
language.
into the Gulf, as you know, pretty dangerous territory. Further action to reduce pressure on oil is imminent, and the oil seems to have pretty much stabilized. We had it very low, but I had to take this little detour, if it's okay with everybody. Scott, it's okay with you?
He's been
Scott's
doing
the
a
one who
lot
has to
this
put
year.
up
I
with it. He
can't
said,
lie.
you have to do
He's
this
been
now?
doing
I said, I have to do it, Scott,
whole
right?
lot.
But it's been very
Stuff that
strong, and
people
everybody,
expected
including
and stuff
Scott,
that
everybody
people didn't
feels
really expect.
we had really no choice. They were gonna hit us. if
Y'all
we
let me
didn't
know
hit them,
how y'all
'cause
think
they're
he's
crazy.
doing. I'd really like
And
to
in the
know.
long term, the actions we're taking will dramatically increase the stability of the region and oil prices and stock markets and everything else. You know, we set the all-time record in history with the Dow going to 50,000. So Dow is at
Told you the stock market is
50,000. It
booming.
was
I
supposed
can't
to
lie.
be maybe,
We all knew
if
that
we
was
were
going to
lucky,
happen.
within
though.
by the end of my presidency in 4 years, and we did it in my first year. We did the S&P 500. We did that in a period of less than a year, and that was even tougher than the Dow, they said, so it wasn't going to happen. But we have a great country. We have a country that's never done this well. We've had tremendous success in so many different ways. I built the military and rebuilt it in my first term, and we're using it more than I'd like to use it, to be honest with you. But when we used it, we found out it certainly did work. When we look at Venezuela,
That like button for
when
your
we look
boy,
at the
man.
first attack, Midnight Hammer, in
Appreciate
Iran,
y'all
which
for
we set
tuning
the
in.
stage for what we're doing right now. It's been pretty amazing. And I'm once again calling on all members of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, the military, and the police to lay down their arms. They're only going to be killed. And now is the time to stand up for the Iranian people and help take back your country. You're going to have a chance after all these years to take back your country. Accept immunity. We'll give you immunity. And we'll be giving you really the right side of history, because that's what it is. So you'll be perfectly safe with total immunity, or you'll face absolutely guaranteed death. And I don't want to see that. They don't want to see it either. We also urge Iranian.
It's kind of like you can't be too upset about what he's trying to do, because a lot of people are for this. Even people that are in Iran are for this. And there's obviously a lot of people that are against this too. It's like you can't please both sides ever. Ever. You can't please everybody ever. But a lot of people felt some type of way about this regime that's in Iran, and from day one, Trump said he's going to deal with it. From day one. And he did what he said he was going to do. Now he has a huge target on his back, though. That's the only thing that's really going to, not the only thing, but that's a big thing that's going to, we're going to have to watch out for the next coming days, weeks, and months. He's going to have a lot of targets on his back, and we'll see what happens with that. I'm hoping, obviously, that this does not touch American soil. As long as it doesn't touch American soil, it doesn't really feel still like we at war. I'll be honest with you. It don't feel like it. It's not affecting America as much as it is affecting Israel, as much as it's affecting Dubai, Saudi Arabia, all these Middle Eastern countries. It's not affecting us like it's affecting them. But as soon as it hits American soil, that's when we out of luck. And that's when it's going to get real dangerous.
Diplomats around the world to request asylum and to help us shape a new
we'll
and
see.
better Iran with
We will
great
see.
potential. It's a country with great potential. It's much better future for Iran. It's now beginning. It's going to be, I think, a great future. And the United States will ensure that whoever leads the country next, Iran will not threaten America or its neighbors, Israel, anybody. if you look at what happened, they had missiles aimed at all of these other countries, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, many others, that weren't really involved very much, and they had missiles aimed. Well, they were aimed there long before this ever started. They were going after the entire Middle East, and then we came along. We blew up their party. So we have phenomenal people. I want to thank all of the people that have been involved. Marco, you've been doing a fantastic job. And you've been doing a fantastic job on a place called Cuba. Right? Right. And A-Rod came in before. I said, hey, do you want to come up to a little award? He's gone to plenty of award ceremonies. Thank you, A-Rod. Big fan. But what's happening with Cuba is amazing. And we think that we want to finish this one first, but that will be just a question of time before you and a lot of unbelievable people are going to be going back to Cuba. Hopefully not to stay.
Is he not proving
we want you back, and we don't want to lose you.
In America
we don't want to make it so nice that they stay. But some people probably do want to stay. They love Cuba so much. I hear it all the time. That was another one that wasn't supposed to happen. Venezuela is going great. It's been stabilized. We have a wonderful person as your president-elect, Delcy Rodriguez, and she and her staff have been doing a fantastic job working with us. We're taking out hundreds of millions of barrels of oil, and it's going to Houston and various other places where it's being refined, and we're sending them back far more money than they've made in many years, and actually very shortly it'll be more money than they've ever made. And Venezuela is working. So we've had a lot of countries in places that truly love, you would say football, I would say soccer, but these are all countries that love football/soccer. And so I think the group likes it. And if you'd like, you could sit. I know I'm a very exciting speaker, but you can sit down if you'd like, okay? I'm looking at everybody standing. I'm saying, let's sit down. Because we're here to honor these great champions, and we want to...
All right, you were just listening to President Trump there at the White House. This was a ceremony for Inter Miami CF, the MLS team there, behind President Trump as he's addressing the audience there and reporters. But obviously, news of day being about Iran, the president's really kind of giving an update on this mission, this joint mission between U.S. and Israeli forces against Iran there at the White House. And I want to bring in our senior national policy reporter, Ann Flaherty, who was listening in. And the president really touting success here. At one point, he had said that Iran is tough. They want to fight, but now they want to talk. You know, for him, it's a little too late. But touting the success, 24 ships, he says that they destroyed in 2 days, and almost all of their anti-aircraft resources decimated. The president really steering the narrative here, talking about the success of this campaign.
Who's worse, though?
Yeah, that's right, Alex. I mean, he really gave details there. He talked about 60% of missile launchers being destroyed. He talked about ballistic missiles. As soon as they are fired, within 4 seconds, they're destroyed by the U.S. military. He's, as you mentioned, that 24 ships gone from the Iranian Navy in just 3 days. He says they have no air defenses left. So he said, quote, this is really far ahead of schedule. Now, I don't think anybody questions the might of the U.S. military and their capabilities to take out many of these targets. We've seen, for example, B-1 and B-2 bombers in recent days, really destroying some of those hardened targets under the ground. But, of course, the question is what happens next? And, you know, he has been reluctant to talk about it. We heard that he just got on the phone with John Carl, one of our correspondents, and he told him, you know, I don't want to talk about, forget next. He says what we're doing now is great. It's working. He just wants to focus on that.
Well, and
I think that we're going to see a lot more bombings. I think we're going to see a lot more death. This thing is not going to end like Russia's not going to end. They're going to go out with a fight. What I've heard recently is that the next leader is going to be the guy's son. So it's not even like stuff is really going to change that much with this situation. But let me know y'all thoughts about this down in the comments below. I'd really like to know y'all thoughts. Very, very sad what's going on. Obviously, we don't want this war to be happening. We don't want wars to be happening all over the world. But of course, we don't have a choice at this point in time, because everybody's fighting with everybody. Everybody wants something from someone, whether it's land, whether it's money, whether it's power. They want something. Everybody wants something.